Hi, I'm James Offsink, and an important component of my campaign for the Oregon Senate has been racial justice, equality, and criminal justice reform issues. Like many Americans, I have been shocked and outraged to witness the direct video evidence over the last several years of the disproportionate treatment that Black and Brown community members receive at the hands of our law enforcement officials. And I know what communities of color have known for far too long, that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and the videos that we see are only one small component of the experience of being Black and brown in America today. And this is not just a national issue. Painful reminders like Aaron Campbell, Keaton Otis, and Christopher Kalanji reiterate that this is a problem in Oregon as it is across the entire country. I'm standing today outside of Portland City Hall because I stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter Portland, Don't Shoot PDX, and the NAACP here in Portland, who oppose the Portland Police Bureau contract that is currently in front of City Council. This is a poorly considered contract that has not been negotiated with input and testimony from the public. It was a 70-page agreement given with only a few days' notice for people to review and provide input, which was not then taken into account in a meaningful way. So there's a lot that we need to do on the Portland Police Bureau contract, and the council should vote it down currently and provide the next 6 months before the current contract is finished to craft a contract that will provide justice for our community. I also think that there's a number of things that we can and should be doing at the state level, starting with sentencing reform. It is time to end mandatory minimum sentencing in Oregon and end the heinous practice of trying juveniles as adults. Then we need to move on to prison reform, making sure that our prisons become centers for rehabilitation and reintegration instead of dehumanization and exploitation. They say that there is no better way to turn a nonviolent offender into a future violent offender than by sending them to spend several years in prison. Third, we need to work on demilitarization for law enforcement departments statewide, and we need enhanced de-escalation training so that use of force is not the first response. Lastly, independent oversight by the community on all use of force. We cannot have the police policing themselves. In order to have a just society, we need to make sure that there is real community oversight into use of force. So those are a few things that I think we can and should be doing at the state and local level. Again, I'm James Offsink. I believe that the movement to revalue Black and brown lives encapsulated by Black Lives Matter is the civil rights movement of our era, and I stand in solidarity and on the side of justice.